in the game, but see the boxing voice.
Boxing Voice in San Antonio here with popular local favorite Javier Pitbull Rodriguez. You just got a solid win in the AT&T Center at the PBC undercard. You've had a couple of setbacks this year, but you're a commodity in San Antonio. You sell a lot of tickets. You're one of the major ticket sellers here. So you've had these setbacks. What can you tell us about what you learned from them and what you plan to do for 2016?
A lot of people say, you win some and you lose some, but I think, you win some and you learn. I learned a lot from those fights. They were good fighters. And I just wanted to show people that another loss in my career doesn't define my career at all. So we're just gonna look forward to 2016 and make sure it's a bigger year.
Well, you've never taken a lot of punishment in the ring, and the last one was a little bit controversial. But moving on, from a fighter's mental, it seemed to have not to have bothered you at all. So what's that like coming to rebound or trying to come to terms of you got to move on and take the next step to get back on track?
It didn't bother me, my second loss, because I felt like it wasn't me in the ring. I had I don't know, in my mind, I told him, my mind was telling me to let go, and I just couldn't. I don't know, I don't got any excuses. I take the loss the way I lost, and we moved forward. And with this past Saturday, we took an experienced fighter, and we came out on top. And God willing, everything goes great from then.
Yeah, you seemed to be in more rhythm. You were coming out strong. You seemed warmed up, sweating and ready, and you jumped out the gate and took control immediately. So going into 2016 again, what's going to happen? Is there any talks from anybody as far as putting on cards? Because you do sell probably one of the highest ticket sellers here in the area of San Antonio.
Yeah, there's talks for January 19th or January 16th, but that's too soon. I had 2 fights back to back. Gonna rest my body a little bit, and hopefully, early February, late February, we'll get a fight going.
You seem to be a more of a distance fighter as well. The last loss, it seemed to have that effect where you were breaking them down. If you had a couple more rounds, you would have had them in there. Do you think it's maybe having to go longer rounds, seeing that you're in better condition now, you're getting more seasoning, where you can kind of go in there and go 8, 9, 10 rounds with guys on a regular basis versus 6 or 8?
Yeah. For this past fight, it was only 4 rounds, so I had to start from the get-go. We had to jump on them and stay right on them and put the pressure. But I think with more rounds, I'm able to, throw more punches. I'd probably pick up in the late 4th round, and I think more combinations and more punishment comes with it.
Yeah, and that's always the challenge with young prospects, is especially when you, like yourself, you like to work the body and break them down. But if you only have 4 or 6 rounds, that body work, you don't really see the fruits of your labor. Versus working the body, then going into 8, 10 rounds where you really see a fighter break down. Is that a part of the challenge where you gotta just kind of do the amateur thing and just throw a lot of punches really fast and score and not really worry about breaking them down?
Yeah, like you say, I like to work the body, and it don't show early in the rounds. It really shows later in the rounds, unless it's a solid body shot. But I think that's what it is. We have to start the way we're gonna finish. We got to start hard and finish hard. That's the sport of boxing. Anything can happen, and like I said, we just want to work hard from first round to however many rounds we're going, 6, 8, 10 rounds.
All right, and your stablemate Adam Lopez is working along with your trainer Carlos Hernandez, who has a plethora of experience. So what can you tell us as far as the partnership now that you're with Carlos Hernandez, who has that experience on the major level? What does he bring to the table, and how does it affect you in the ring?
He brings a lot to the table. We spar together. We're sparring partners. He helped me out for this last fight, and man, I can tell you one thing: he still can hit. He still got what it takes, to fight. But I mean, it's good because someone that's been in the ring, it's a lot of help for me. I know what it's like. I know what it's gonna take, and he knows the same thing. So I take full advantage of it, and I'm thankful for a trainer like that. And we're just continuing to work hard.
All right, and you have been on the networks as far as getting spectacular wins. I remember when we saw one, it blew up on World Star, but it was nationally televised. I forgot, it was Fox.
Yeah, it was Fox Sports 1.
Okay, yeah, but so people who want to follow more, or maybe in the area who want to follow up and see what the next show is, where your progress is at, and where they can see you again and follow more. Do you have any social media?
I have an Instagram. It's Javier Pitbull Rodriguez, and I have a fan page on Facebook. It's Javier Pitbull Rodriguez as well.
All right, good luck in 2016. Thank you for the time, and I'll definitely be catching up. Rod, signing out.